and welcome to Enterprising Entrepreneurs on Ndtv Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. On the show previously, we've been bringing you individuals, couples, business partners who've got into the art of money making by either late realization or sometimes by even accident. But today on the show, I bring to you a couple who's got into a business venture by, again, accident. One of whom who shared the dressing rooms with the likes of Rahul Dravid and Saurav Ganguly. The other who's had a background of child psychology and has never even dreamt of getting into a venture like this ever before. But today, they have created an abode of their own, a heavenly abode of their own called Adonia. And that's perhaps every girl's shopping destination today. Without much ado, let's go and meet this lovely team. Hi, introducing to you Tanveer Jabbar and his beautiful wife, Maria Tanveer. A cricket buff, you probably know already that Tanveer has been playing cricket ever since he was 10 and he's been part of several Ranji Trophy teams. Tanveer, when your wife probably even mentioned something like this, did you say, oh Adonia, oh my god?
Almost. Actually, Maple was started when I was playing cricket as well. So it started parallelly, I would say, when I was playing the game. And she wanted to start a small little thing by herself. And we started Maple in a very, very small way. Maple, we used to manufacture garments then. Then we felt that we had a family coming up, and then by the time I realized it was all family.
Right.
So having played the game for close to 20 odd years, the next question came, what next? So what next and where do we go from here on?
Right.
And we felt that we needed to have a future or a better business background or a career. By and large, every sport has its own time span, and every cricketer has his age factor. Everything is there which confines to him and his tenure. So there, and having played for close to 20 odd years, I mean the question was how long?
Right.
What next? Then we felt yes, this is the right time for us to kind of have a transition.
Right.
And
so that the wicket to the business pitch transition was quite smooth, then you'd say.
Yes, very smooth and very unexpectedly smooth though. It was as it was run parallelly.
Right.
We felt that it was easy for us to overlap.
Right.
And the only time constraint was there. But then yes, she was there. Maria was there to help us out in almost every angle of the business.
Right. So she's your lady luck.
Lady luck, I would say. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just because you mentioned Maple and I've been looking at the store, I just want to give the viewers a look at it. This is the Maple in-house brand, and this is the collection that they have here. Quite colorful, quite vibrant, and cotton, right? You
yeah,
guys
we
have
basically deal, but primarily we work with cottons because as you know, Chennai is like a 12-month summer. There is no
Hot,
winter. Yeah. So basically that's what we wanted to kind of give, we found that there's a lack of good cotton wear where you can just wear for work or for college or just while hanging out with friends and things like that. So basically about 80% of our collection is cottons, but we do use a little bit of silk and georgettes and chiffons for a little bit of evening wear, where you want to give that little touch of glamour.
Tanveer, from a gentleman's game to a woman's world, was it completely, did it catch you off guard? Was it a googly for you?
It was almost as a googly initially, but then I had a very good, how would I say, a by-runner for me running beside me. Okay. So I thought the critical angles of the womanhood, of the girl, woman kind of angle, she could probably handle, and I was good in numbers.
So you're the money man?
I wouldn't say money man. I'm the man who does the back-end job,
right,
and the person who actually does the job, interaction with the customers, clients, merchandising, designing, all of the girly kind of things she handles. That's the best part, and it made my life a lot easier. Otherwise, me learning the ropes of how a woman thinks and how she feels is going to be a hell of a problem for me.
And both of you come from different backgrounds. I mean,
totally.
You were into cricket for a long time. You wanted to pursue child psychology and work with special children. A little history, very briefly. Why, how, And is it a decision that you
See,
at any point
my
regret?
decision was very accidental because I got into a family, I got married into a family who was into fashion and, you know, garments. His mother, my mother-in-law, and his sister, who was in Bangalore at that point of time, who's still in Bangalore. Both of them, both the women of the family were into designing and fashion and garments. So initially I started off just helping my mother-in-law who was having a business, who is having a business from home. And she's been doing this for like 25-30 years now. So I just initially started off chipping, you know, into her and helping her, and I just got so involved, and you know, I learned everything from her, and it was like a very hands-on experience, which is much better than, you know, just textbook and studying. I have no kind of a technical knowledge in fashion and designing and things like that. So everything which I learned was when I was working with her and when I was helping her for like about 2 years, 2-3 years. So that's how it all started.
Okay. I must admit that the store is already tempting me to look around because of the color and the richness around. So let's just go around and maybe show the viewer as well what we have. We are in the Indo-Western room here in Adonia. That's got a beautiful collection of summer clothing, bags and jewellery. Now, Tanveer, I know some cricketers have you know, stores. I know Robin Uthappa and Srichant have a store of their own in Bangalore that's got something to do with sports. But I don't see a cricket bat or the ball here. Was this ever a backup option, or did you ever dream of, you know, having something like this ever in, you know, in the coming years, maybe then?
No, when I was playing cricket, obviously I was dreaming of playing for the country.
Yes.
So I was having played 35 World Ranji games, so cricket was all at that point of time. And then so happened that we started this Maple, as I told you some time back, and it was so promising, and I felt that there was a career out there. And at that point of time, I needed to make a decision whether I would rather continue the same rut, same cycle up and down, or try and branch off and do something all by ourselves, something unique, something different.
So this was as long as 8 years back?
Yes, I quit when I was 2003. At that point I was playing active Ranji Trophy cricket. I played Ranji Trophy, Dilip Trophy, India A so called. Yeah, so having done that, I felt yes, we need to do something different, something which has a future for the entire family. So it is all cricket is all me, Tanveer, and going out and playing.
But it was a gamble at that point,
Yeah,
because you know, we, as I told you, even I didn't have any technical knowledge. So whatever I learned hands-on working with my mother-in-law, that's what we were relying on. And for him, it was a totally different ball game altogether. You know, even when you're playing cricket, you're not, you know, handling so many labourers. You're not, you know, dealing with so many people. You're not going out and marketing and things like that. So it was a lot of difficult decisions which we had to take at that point. So, but now we can say the gamble really paid off.
Now, as you know, entrepreneurs, what do you specifically look into? I know, you know, you have to look into the schemes by the government, perhaps. Does the budget also matter to you? Because I've heard that the raw material and there have been a lot of problems within the garment industry. So, handling that part of the business is that is crucial to you as well?
See, government angle to business as far as our kind of business is concerned, I don't think that has much impact on us, because here it's more one-to-one, it's more designer based.
Is that an advantage for an entrepreneur perhaps?
It could be an advantage, it could be a disadvantage, but what I am trying to get upon is that in our industry, in the sense this is a fashion industry, it is kind of a boutique kind of a structure where you have about 25 designers showcasing the collection here. So price points are related to quality, they're related to design, and there are various angles to it actually. But it's not a very, very commercial kind of a setup where you have loads of people coming in every day, you have X number of stock going in and going out. But here it's very customized, it's very personalized, and from the merchandise to the decor to the pricing, it's all very, very hands-on kind of a feel to us. So I feel that this kind of hands-on feel is very, very important to the customer.
Yeah, but I feel the government taxes and things like that play a more important role in our maple factory, because we deal with labourers. You know, we deal. For example, the excise duty which was imported on, which is imposed on cotton, really shot up our costings and things like that, because we deal a lot of we deal in cotton a lot. So that impacts our production and our factory setup, but not as much in the retail part of it.
You have items, you know, even jewelry and these unique bags.
Yeah,
and-
that's the
and
reputation
clutches, right?
Adonia has earned in these 8-9 months. You know, we give as much importance to our accessories as what we give to our clothes. You know, because what we feel, it's like the right mix and match. You know, if you're wearing a beautiful dress but you just have the wrong pair of earrings or the wrong neck piece, this totally blows you
and
out.
this is just through word of mouth, right?
Yes.
And through the social networking side,
yes.
maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, the social networks have really played I feel a very important, because they're almost zero, you spend almost nothing on them except your time in that. So they've really got a very good response in our kind of a segment. I think a lot of people are getting onto the social networks, so they've really helped us spread the word around.
So if you want to check out some of their stuff while you're online, you can always go to their Facebook page, right?
Yes, we do.
Adonia, and maybe glance through some of their
Yeah, we
exclusive
keep
items.
updating our page very regularly. So far, we keep any new merchandise, any new designer launched, you can find it there. So anything happening at the store, almost immediately it's online. So
Okay. Tanveer and Maria, the wedding segment in your store has caught my eye. So I think we'll move there then.
yeah, sure.
Now, this is where most of the wedding, trousseau or the items for
Yeah.
for a wedding event.
Not really bridal, but we concentrate more on the guests, the wedding wear kind of stuff, like trousseau kind of stuff now.
I couldn't help but not miss this out. This is kalamkari.
Yeah.
I believe this is actually from the rural designers of some of our villages of our country.
From Andhra, basically where kalamkari is practiced. So these are made in the villages. So we kind of really we feel it's our duty kind of to promote these kind of artisans.
A kind of a corporate social responsibility.
Yeah,
from
as
your
much
side,
as we
right?
can, to kind of help them out and give them kind of a platform to sell their wares.
You have stuff that's like from head to toe. I mean, shoes over there that I couldn't help but resist. I mean, this is something that I've not seen in many of the stores, because it's the kind of embellishments and the detail is quite grand for a wedding or a party.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So, I mean, do you have then competition? I mean, who would you look as competition? Because we don't have too much of a boutique culture here in Chennai, at least. It's just coming up, I would say. Then who would be a competition? Would it be exhibitions or who would it be?
Exhibitions maybe a little bit, because some of the designers, very few of them who supply to us do come here. For them it's more like a market study and more of getting a hands-on experience of the clients and things like that. But competition as per se, I don't know, I don't see not yet much, because we are kind of trying to fit into the middle segment where it's still a boutique, but when you say boutique in Chennai, I mean anywhere, it's a small kind of a space, and where you have limited good stuff, where people don't have much of choice and things like that. But we, as you see, I don't know if it's true statistically, but people tell us we are one of the largest boutiques in Chennai in terms of floor space
Oh, yeah, you
and
have
things
3
like
floors.
that. Yeah, we have 3 floors and we spread across 4,500 square foot.
Yes.
So we're one of the largest kind of boutiques in Chennai. So we obviously try to make maximum use of the space, and we try to give customer more choice in terms of every kind of merchandise, because we feel even though we're a boutique, even though we have niche upmarket stuff, we still want to give the customer a choice of whether to choose red or black, the same kind of stuff.
Tanveer, have you planned for the rest of the overs of Adonia? What future plans for the store?
Rest of the overs, perhaps franchises. We already have a couple of franchisee offers, having done only 6 months, 7 months now. And perhaps a couple of stores somewhere in Chennai as well. So even now I would say we're just learning the ropes, and we're just about settling down. And once this is done and we are a little more confident about doing it, franchisee and a couple of stores in Chennai is what we will see in the pipeline.
Okay. Some more inside detail from the store and plenty more about where all of this stuff comes from, and the final wrap on enterprising entrepreneurs with this lovely couple coming up on the last and final segment of the show. Do come back, we have lots more planned for you.